Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Fantasy Football, and welcome to my video. You guys have asked for it, and here we go. Today in this video I'm going to be creating a wildcard draft for game week 22. And as for a bonus, I'm going to be creating a free hit team for the double game week 24. So here we go. This video is sponsored by OneFootball, an app that is free to download on iOS and Android devices. This app will definitely help you out with FPL and the Champions League fantasy football. You'll be able to follow your favorite teams, find out the latest news, live scores, highlights, transfers, stats, and many, many more. If you're interested, there will be a link in the description below. Thank you. Now, before we go through, there's a couple of things that I do want to mention. Number one is I don't really like to create a wildcard draft video every single week. However, you guys have asked for it, and plus we do have the second wildcard chip in our hands to use. So there's a lot of FPL managers out there who's actually thinking to activate it. And I'm going to try my best to help, and I'm going to give you guys like a team, and you go out there, you have a look, get some suggestions with this draft, and make it your own. You know, if there's a player that you think that you're not really interested in, then you can always make the change. So yeah, for me, using the wildcard now might be too early. I think waiting until we hear about the next double game week or the next blank game week, then maybe using the wildcard then might be a better option. However, it's your team. If you feel like you need to change some players, if you feel like you just need like a fresh start, if you got a lot of problems with your team, or you're looking at certain teams with like great fixtures in the next, I don't know, 3 to 4, or you just want to like navigate through the first double game week, then this draft could help you out. So if you feel like you need to do it, then this is a video just to help you out. If you are not wildcarding, if you're not using a free hit, use this as like a transfer video for you to get some kind of idea. Anyways, I hope you guys will enjoy it. If you do, if you like more of this kind of series, then you guys know what to do. Then smash that like button and subscribe if you're new. So here we go. Now, as for this wildcard draft, I don't want to go through the players too much in details because we pretty much know who they are and what they can do. But I want to talk to you guys about the structure, and I want to give you guys like my opinion on if I was using the wildcard for game week 22. Now, I will still go for a balanced team, and I will be looking at the next few fixtures and that double game week 24. And as you can see, I got 2 blank players here, which I'm going to make a decision on that in a sec. But I wanted to quickly talk about the structure of the team. So as for the team structure, as you can see, we've got 3 Liverpool players. Now, we are aiming and we are looking at this double game week 24 where they've got Wolves away and West Ham at home. Great captain options here. I think going with 2 defenders and 1 midfielder from the Liverpool team might be better moving forward because it just gives your team a better balance. So yeah, having like Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mane and Robertson in this team, it just makes it really balanced. Now, you don't have to go with combination. You can go with, I don't know, Trent, Mane and Salah. So you can actually go for this. You can maybe remove Mane and maybe get Salah instead because he is more lower owned than Mane. You know, he's a little bit of a differential. So you can go for different combinations. So it's really up to you. And as you can see, we still have 3 Leicester players here. We've got Sionchu, we've got Madison, and Jamie Vardy. Now, Jamie Vardy was actually pictured training, so he looks ready to go. Hopefully, he is 100% fit because the next game against Southampton looks like a really good captain choice. So let's have a quick look at Leicester City's next 4 fixtures. Southampton at home, Burnley away, West Ham at home, Chelsea at home. I can see them winning probably all of these fixtures and scoring a lot of goals. We know how well they can perform. They're second in the league and they are just doing really well. Yes, they're high owned and they're not really a massive differential, but if you don't have them in your team and if they do well, which it looks like they will continue to do well, then you will lose a lot of rankings. However, I think like instead of Madison, maybe Perez might be a decent option if you want to go for a little bit of a differential. 6 million, as you can see, 5.3 could be a choice here. Now, as for the defense, of course, you're going to be playing Trent, Sioncho, and Robertson. And like players like Kelly and Lundstrom, or maybe Rico, it's going to definitely help you out. You know, look at those fixtures. So Crystal Palace next 2 fixtures is actually really difficult, but then later on you will need him just in case if there's some rotation. And as for Lundstrom, now I bought him for 4 million and I'm not going to be getting rid. But if you bought him around, I don't know, like 4.9 or maybe 5 million, then maybe you can downgrade him to maybe Rico to get a little bit more money to kind of upgrade someone else elsewhere. But because I got him around 4 million, there's no way I'm going to remove him. And plus, he still has an amazing chance to get a lot of returns because he's playing out of position. And these fixtures are fantastic, even against like Arsenal or Manchester City. And the other players that I wanted to mention is Sediba with 5.4 and 1.7% owned. He's got 4 assists and 3 clean sheets. And he got 2 bonus points in a game where he didn't get a clean sheet, no assists, and not even a goal. And like, if you want to go for maybe a safer pick, maybe look at Dean. 5.7, 11.7% owned, so it's a little bit more higher. But we know the potentials and we know what he can do, right? You know, these videos are just here to give you some kind of idea. So if you feel like there's something needs to be changed, then go ahead, then change it. Not everything is perfect. And of course, in football, we need a lot of luck. And not all of my suggestions is going to work out. And just use these videos as just like, okay, I like this idea. Maybe I'll change that. I'll do this one better. Oh, no. I'll do, oh my God, I'll go. That's that feeling that you get when you get an idea and it works. It's just, it feels great. Anyways, let's move on. So that's pretty much the team structure there. I think Ryan has got a fantastic fixture run-up. I mean, you can go with Fabianski if you want to go for that double game week fixtures for game week 24. But I think for the long run, and you know, I think Ryan could be the next good player to kind of bring in for the goalkeeper position. And of course, we've got Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, look at that. 7 goals, 14 assists, 8 clean sheet points. I mean, that's fantastic. And yeah, that's pretty much the team structure there. We've got Cantwell just to have that like cheap player to put on our bench, like maybe our first bench player. You could even play him the next game after Manchester United. Bench him, then play him. Bench him, then play him. I don't know, things like that. It's quite good to have a cheap player like this. So yeah, let's quickly talk about these blanks. Instead of Rashford, and you want to go for differential, why don't you go for Calvert-Lewin that is 5.9, that is 5.5% owned. He's doing really well. 8 goals, that's actually pretty damn good. The next fixtures, like I said before, really good for Everton. He's 5.9, cheap player. And as you can see, you got 8.7 to kind of spend elsewhere. Now, I went for Rico here just to see if I can get as much as money as possible. 8.7, and this is where you come in. You can go for any kind of differential players that you want. I'm just going to mention a few players. There's a few people talking about bringing in Mahrez, but the problem is he the best option for that Manchester City side? Can we rely on him to play the next few game weeks? I'm not 100% certain, but I got my eyes on him as well. He did play back-to-back 90 minutes. And he's actually returning. Every time he plays, he returns. That's the good thing about Mahrez. Every time he plays, he has some kind of return. And 4.9 is actually very, very good to gain a lot of rankings. The problem is the fact that he might not play every single game. However, as you can see, let's just finish off the team. I could go for ages, guys. I can go for a lot of differentials. You know, there's still ings here that you can go for. Let's just quickly do that as well. Let's just say we add ings because people had enough and we need ings in our team. Then go ahead, ings. He's fixture proof. Then you got 8 million. Go ahead and get Richarlison if you want. 8 million. 11% owned. No, you don't want it? Go for Jack Grealish here. Why not? He's been performing really well. Maybe he's got to be taking the next few penalties because most of his teammates is injured, and it looks like he's the kind of the only one for that role. And these fixtures, yes, against Manchester City is difficult, but Brighton away, Watford at home, Bournemouth away, he's cheap enough to kind of play in your team. It's actually a good shout as well. I know not many people are looking into him and using this 2.3 to get someone else. If you can squeeze out a little bit more money, maybe we can just do this, and then we can go for a Liverpool player. Let's just say Gomez. Oh my God. Okay. And then maybe we can get Song. And there we go. We play a 3-4-3 formation. We will bench Cantwell, Kelly, and Rico. We don't need to get Rico. Let's just say Lundstrom. Doesn't really matter. Don't worry about that budget. But there we go. This is the team. This is actually a very good team. 0.7 in the bank. That gives you a lot of chance to actually make this team. I'm pretty sure a lot of people's got more money than me. And I know what you're thinking. Spurs players. But hang on. He's back. And Kane is injured. So who's going to play up front? Who's going to play up front? It has to be Song. It has to be Song. And these fixtures, yes, against Liverpool, it is going to be difficult. But Watford? Norwich? There's a chance. I'm not saying they will win all of them, but there's a chance. Anyways, guys. Oh, I felt good. It feels nice when this is why I like making these videos. I just want to just help out and express. Oh, it feels great. Okay. Let's just quickly look at the free hit team. For game week 24, as you can see, these are some of the fixtures here. I'm not going to go through all of them. This video is quite longer than usual, but this is just like a bonus kind of clip. For people out there that's thinking about it, I don't think it's the best option to free hit, but there are people out there that will try it. If you're not going to try it, just use it as a transfer kind of thing, draft to look at. As you can see, I need to remove 3.8, so I won't be able to squeeze these players in. So yeah, I need to make some adjustments, and obviously it's going to be Song. But look at the potential. I went for Reed, Ramsey. Like, I'm trying to get like as much as money as possible. I mean, and I got Salah, I got De Bruyne, Mane, Maddison, Vardy, Calvert-Lewin. All of these players are playing at home. Everton's playing at home against Newcastle. We've got Leicester versus West Ham. I guess we don't really need to go for Manchester City. So it's really up to you. You can go out. You can, not have Kevin De Bruyne. Maybe you can just remove him and get 6.5. What's Jack Grealish's? Let's just have a quick look. 6.4, and there we go. We just created a team. Watford at home in game week 24. I mean, there you go. I just made it. I could squeeze out a lot of money, maybe get Holgate instead of Lucadine, so I can still get a lot of money, and then maybe upgrade one of my defenders here to a playing defender like Rico or something, just in case one of my players don't play. And there we go. Let's just remove these to see how the team will look. You go for the 3-5-2 formation. Fabianski will be your main goalkeeper because he's got 2. Because if you're free hitting, you're only having this team just for 1 game week, and then you get your team back in game week 25. But anyways, guys, I hope this has helped you. I hope this has helped you in some kind of way. If it did, then smash that like button so hard that let it get up to 300 likes. Oh, I love it when it's 300. Anyways, my next video will be out on a Thursday. I'm so sorry if this video was a little bit longer than usual, but this is what I do. I don't like 2-3 minutes video. I want to explain as much as I can to give you as much information as possible, analyzing different possibilities. That's how I roll. And that is about it. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.